5 o'clock on the West Coast. It is the 26th of September in the year of our Lord 2024. Season 15, episode 12, 681 times you have been welcome to the Clubhouse Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, pro wrestling, every Thursday night. And by the way, kids, this is 12 in a row. It's called a streak. Welcome. My name is Rob. I am the executive producer of the Clubhouse Podcast, and we have got a jam-packed show for you tonight. And I can't do it by myself, so let's bring in the boys that way. We should have like a picture of my hand that just comes into frame on your side when I do this. He is my co-host and a man whose shirt is for Ron something. He is Alex.
You know what this shirt's for.
I do.
Yeah.
But I had
what I need to do is I need to find like a knockoff Ken doll, so it's just a tiny hand coming into screen when you point.
And at the bottom of your screen, he's having some technical difficulties, but we're trying to walk him through it. He is the official fact checker of Sooner Gator Productions. You may know him as Igbunu, but his mama named him Don Ford. I'm going to call him Don Ford. Do we have you? We do not. So what we're going to have to do, Don, we have a very specific segment tonight that you'll be able to give thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you've got something very important, we do have the chat room available. Now, that being said, after tonight's episode, we will be moving to Sunset Lounge. That will be the only place you can watch us live. So go to the Patreon. It's $5 a month, and you get all kinds of. There's stuff going up. I'm getting emails every day on new material that's going up. Alex, got that look on your face. Everything all right?
No. I'm just listening.
Okay.
I've had one of those days where the weather has gotten hotter and my fat face is catching everything in my one good eye. So don't acknowledge.
All right. So we're going to do sports first, and then we're going to do our special segment. I do have a full run sheet written in case we wind up ahead of the game, but
which is never happened.
Well, we have before. We finished early before. It's more the exception than the rule, but there are no rules. It's podcasting. We do whatever we want. I'm just saying. All right, NCAA football week 4 in the books, week 5 about to get underway. Let's go. Number 19, Illinois. Nebraska takes them to overtime, but Illinois pulls that out 31-24. San Jose State and Washington State go to double overtime. The Washington State wins by a safety. Number 17, Clemson big over the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. James Madison puts 70 on North Carolina. You want to talk about sucks to have the over-under. It was 70-50.
Did you see the factoid on that? That was they got 70 hung on them by a team they paid like $1.5 million to come beat up.
I love when that happened. I love when someone Appalachian stated. It just brings me joy. My Gators get a big win over Mississippi State. That's in conference, so I'm okay with it.
That's an SEC win. It counts as 2.
Yeah. Number 3, Ohio State 49-14 over We Are Marshall. Army wins big over Rice. Houston gets blanked by Cincinnati. Number 18, Iowa State over Arkansas State 52-7. St. Francis of Pennsylvania gets blanked by Eastern Michigan by 5 touchdowns at an extra point on top of all those. Let's see, who else do we have here? Number 9, Penn State 56-0 over Kent State. Number 14, LSU doubles up on UCLA. Number 16, Notre Dame back on the right track as they beat Miami of Ohio by 25. Number 10, Utah over number 20, Oklahoma State by a field goal. Duke wins big 45-17 over Middle Tennessee. The Missouri Tigers win over Vandy by 3, and you're ranked. Come on, do better. FIU gets...
Hey, Vandy's having a good year.
FIU gets beat by Monmouth by a field goal. Got a great story about Monmouth College. I'll tell you sometime. SMU over TCU by 24. Florida State wins. Florida State wins. 14-9 over Cal.
You want to hear why I didn't like that happening?
Why is that?
Because I was going to go to the SMU game and be like, come on, I'm the Lucky Charm. The leprechaun-looking man in Dallas is the Lucky Charm.
If football was one half, South Florida would have stayed close, but they got beat by Miami 50-15. Florida A&M loses to Troy. Number 5 Tennessee over number 21 Oklahoma by 10.
Have you seen Miami's rest of season schedule?
I have not.
I don't see them losing a game.
All right. And let me also say, boy, did we screw up Texas's opponents last week. We thought it was Tennessee, then we thought it was somebody else. It was actually Louisiana Monroe, as they beat Louisiana Monroe 51-3 in Arch Manning.
I want to keep our credibility. We were talking about Oklahoma and got confused between Texas and Tennessee because they used the term UT.
Yes.
So we went with the actual UT and not Crocky Top.
Colorado wins in OT by a touchdown. Number 25 Boise State big over Portland State. Number 22 BYU 38-9 over number 23 Kansas State, and Hawaii 36-7 over Northern Iowa.
Now, to correct a statement made earlier, yes, we are aware Week 5 for college has already started with Army up by a touchdown on Temple because Temple will never be a football school. Apologies to Hassan Reddick.
One person on your screen right now is still undefeated in fantasy, and it is not me.
Oh, I was going to say, I guess it's you because I didn't know I won.
Yeah, you're 3-0 right now. I'm 2-1. The week before, I win by less than 2 points. This week, I lose by less than a point. So live by it, die by it. So,
and if you want the funny one, so we've seen all the memes about so many injuries and everything happening. Yeah, that's my company league. I have an entire bench of out.
Now, in stark contrast, one person on your screen is currently in first place of our Pick'em League, and it is me. Had a pretty good week. I went 11-5. How many games are there? 16 games every week, right?
Yeah, because 16 games when there's no buys.
Right, which we haven't had yet. So I went 11-5 last week.
Nice.
So I am at a total of 280 points, and I am only 1 point ahead of Ryan Jean and Euler Mike. So I'm 28-20 currently, above 500.
Nice. Well, as we have said, based on my degeneracy, to make a living doing this, it's 54%. If you hit 54%, you can make a living betting on sports.
I cannot.
Apparently, you're doing it, sir.
Yeah, it's early. Let's go through week 3 in the NFL. Last Thursday night, we all pretty much said that the Jets would beat New England. It was 24-3. There's not much to say. Your Giants over Cleveland. Cleveland hitting 6.5.
We need to suck for a good quarterback.
Well, you're about to play now. Malik Neighbors had a pretty good day, though. Didn't he have like 2 touchdowns?
Malik Neighbors, I have said from the jump, is awesome. But I've come with a new rule. I don't want the Giants to lose every game anymore. Not because they've already won one, but I had this discussion with a friend of the show, Mike Kukla, earlier. I am rooting against the Giants unless they play on Thursday. Now ask me why.
Because of who they're playing, but let's get there. But we got to try to get
No. There's more to it than that, sir.
Well,
can you hear me?
Yes, we have Don. We have Don now. Excellent.
Sorry about that.
But let's get there when we get to this week, Alex. Green Bay was getting 3. They didn't need it as they beat Tennessee by 16. Indy was giving 1.5, but they do cover as they beat Chicago by 5. Minnesota was getting 1.5, also didn't need it in an upset of the week, as they beat Houston 34-7. Did not see that coming. Philly does actually win outright as they were getting 2.5 as they beat New Orleans by 3. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Don, still undefeated. Almost halfway to another winning season.
And you'll go nowhere after the playoffs.
Hey, you never know. The team looks good, brother.
Yeah.
What can I just say how much I love Mike Tomlin in press conferences? Nobody can tell you how to go pound sand without telling you how to go pound sand better than Mike Tomlin. I just love watching him in press conferences. And he has one of the best quotes I have ever heard. And we've talked about it on this show before. When Pat McAfee was going through the combine, because as we know, Pat's from Pittsburgh, wanted to play for the Steelers. And Mike Tomlin looked him in the eye and said, I love you. I think you've got a bright future, but I never want to lose enough games to have to draft you. I was like, you know what? I can't hate on that. Denver, God.
If I can, one thing, because I missed the intro, I apologize. This is riveting. I've been saving it. Your recommendation. I'm going to try it right now. This is riveting to see how it is. Very interesting.
I told you, I love it. Oh, we lost that.
That wasn't no. I muted myself because there were four-legged animals making too much noise. Don, that was not an answer. You said it was interesting. Is it good or is it interesting?
It's both.
Okay.
It's a new twist. I could taste the Oreo, but I can also taste the Coke. But
and it's not neither one is overpowering, which I like.
It's not too sugary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I remember in the World Coca-Cola, I tried that one that was so horrible. I had to try twice, and that one, from Italy.
It was so bad, I had to try it twice.
It's like the bad milk. Oh, this is terrible. Don was like, no, I will do it myself. Don's a go-getter.
Yeah, the lady said, I asked the lady, where is that one at? Because he gave me the thing, and she goes, oh, it's right here. Trust me, I know where it's at.
You know, all right, Denver.
It's so bad they don't even have a logo. It just has blue writing that says Beverly. It might as well say why.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Back to the show.
I don't think anybody saw Denver whomping on Tampa Bay like they did either this past week. Carolina
Denver to cover. I didn't say to win.
And then Carolina beats Las Vegas by 2 touchdowns. Andy Dalton just deciding, oh yeah, I'm a quarterback and throwing for the better part of 400 yards. Miami gets taken to the cleaners on the road by Seattle. And Seattle was giving them 4. I mean, but we talk about this all the time. Coast to coast. Baltimore all over. Don't let that final 28-25 because Baltimore was all over Dallas like a bad suit. That I watched the first
redundant in Dallas.
I was able to watch some of the game. I was on a plane, and on American Airlines you can watch certain things, but it had to be the Fox feed because Fox had the doubleheader, but it was also the New York station because that's where it's based out of. It was the Dallas game, and I'd get it for about 10 minutes, and then the Wi-Fi would go bad. But what I saw of it, I was like, feed Derrick Henry. He got 2 touchdowns. I'm good with it. San Francisco loses to the Rams by 3, but they were getting 6.
No.
Oh, they were giving 6. I'm sorry. Detroit was giving 3, but it wasn't enough because they win by 7 over Arizona in a game that we had as a toss-up pretty much. Kansas City over Atlanta, which I thought they'd win by more, but a win's a win.
Yep, they did cover.
Buffalo all over Jacksonville. That's why I got their defense 47-10. Now, let me tell you this story. I was the only person on your screen currently that did not go to a screening on Monday night. We'll get to that in a minute. Alex calls me on his way home from the screening. Not knowing he has Josh Allen, not knowing what has happened in the game because he's being respectful and turning off his phone during the movie. And when I went so many yards, 4 touchdowns, he's like, wait, what? 4? He had 4 touchdowns? I'm like, yeah.
Now, to clarify, my degeneracy was DraftKings related. So I don't take quarterbacks early enough to get Josh Allen.
And then Football Club beats Cincinnati by 5. We are about to get underway at MetLife Stadium, who will also come to play depending on how much time we have later in the program. The Giants about to kick off versus the Cowboys. Cowboys are actually giving the Giants 5.5. I think that's a little generous. I think the Giants will lose this game, but by less than 5.5 points. So I would take the Giants and the points. Alex, this is your team.
Well, to finish the earlier statement, We root against the Giants because of draft picks, except on Thursdays, because both times that the Giants play Dallas are on Thursdays this year. Both games.
Really?
Yeah, because you have this tonight as the Thursday night, but they are also the Thanksgiving game in Dallas.
And don't forget, kids. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
I will take Dallas tonight.
Don?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Giants and the points.
As am I.
5.5 I think 5 is.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I want to be wrong. This is the one time I want the Giants to win so I can just walk into my office doing the full Conor McGregor tomorrow.
And remember, kids, if you're watching on Prime Video, watch the game in Prime Vision. It's pretty awesome.
Cosign.
No free ad. Sunday, let's get into your early games. New Orleans goes to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Atlanta's giving them 2.5. Give me the 4 points. Yes, please. In that stadium against that terrible team. Yes.
Don,
is there something special about Prime Vision real fast? You're bringing that up?
It tracks.
Yeah.
It tracks things that you've never seen track. Player movement, player speed.
Really? Okay.
It's like you're watching Madden happen.
Okay. All right.
And if you're watching and you'll see like a guy on defense, if he starts glowing red underneath him, that's the guy based on Amazon Analytics that is more likely to blitz. It's that kind of stuff. It's amazing. It's mind blowing. Oh, that looks okay.
Do you think we'd get in trouble if I put the Prime Vision on the screen for a minute?
Yes,
then I won't do it.
Google it.
Because I literally was going to pick up the camera and show Don exactly what it was.
Okay, so Saints getting 2.5 at Atlanta.
New Orleans. Just because they had a bad game against Philly doesn't mean they're a bad team, and Atlanta hasn't shown me enough to really care.
I agree 100,000%. Don.
New Orleans.
Chicago hosts the Rams, also in the early set. Chicago giving 3, which pretty much makes this a pick 'em. This will probably be a push. Like, Chicago will get the last second field goal. It'll tie. They'll win by 3, and it'll be a push.
Don, I'm going to let you go first on this one because I'm going to say
Chicago. The Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears on this one.
Not only do I take the Rams, I think they win. All right. I don't understand this line. It doesn't make sense to me. I had the same logic of the Rams had injuries against San Francisco. And you know what Sean McVay's staff did? Prepared for that. Chicago has shown me nothing that says that they should win any games. Give me the Rams.
Minnesota goes to the frozen tundra of Lambeauville. I love that it's this time of year.
Yeah.
Green Bay giving 2.5. I said this about a game last week. I'm going to say it's probably about Green Bay last week. If I were a true betting man, this game feels like a trap. At -2.5, I think this game's going to be a lot closer than anybody else thinks it's going to be. I mean, Minnesota wins big last week, but man, I would say give me Green Bay -2.5 just because they're in the frozen tundra.
Now, for my input on that one, this is one of those games if I absolutely wanted to bet it, I would be waiting and waiting and waiting as long as possible to find out if Jordan Love is playing. Because if Jordan Love is playing and he has gone through full practices somehow and looks good, yeah, I'll take Green Bay, but I don't think he plays or he doesn't play up to his ability. I can't believe I'm going to say this, and Mike might be the person who's going to chime in right now. I'll take Minnesota. That defense has looked amazing, and Sam Darnold has been good.
Don.
In Green Bay winner, but they're both Minnesota.
I just want to say as a side note, Daniel Jones' graphic on the screen makes it look like he's going, I'm sorry, what?
That is Daniel Jones.
Pittsburgh goes to Lucas Oil Stadium. Don, you're giving the Colts 1.5. Give me the Steelers -1.5. I feel good about that.
So do I. I say the same.
It's a sweep. The only way I would be taking the Colts is if Anthony Richardson at this point gets benched. He is a phenomenal physical specimen who hasn't learned to play quarterback yet. He can throw bombs, but nothing under 50 yards.
The stadium we are currently watching will be hosted by the team that shares with it on Sunday as the Jets host the Denver Broncos. The Jets are giving 7.5. I would still take the Jets because I feel like big win for Denver on Sunday. This is going to be the nap game, but I don't see that broken clock striking for the second time yet.
Agree. Same thing.
See, the problem on this one for me is the hook. If it at 7.5, it makes me want to take Denver. But because they're traveling, it's an early set game. Oh my God, how do you get that open? Sorry.
I watched it too.
I don't know. I don't know how they're getting 7.5. I'm still going to take the Jets because they're the better team, but that's hook on the 7. Now, for those playing the home game, the magic numbers in betting are 3, 4, and 7 because you'll have the field goal, the touchdown aspect, and then the full touchdown. A hook is what's known as a half point on either side of one of those to try and bait people to bet on the other side. So if you hear me say the hook, that's what I mean. So 7.5 is the hook, but I'm still taking the Jets.
Philly goes to Raymond James Stadium. Philly giving 1.5.
See, that one surprises me.
This is another one. I don't see Tampa Bay doing this kind of thing 2 weeks in a row. I'll take Tampa Bay in the points.
Philly looked like they were figuring things out to me last week against Atlanta, and I don't think it was just playing Atlanta. Because the number is so small, I'll take Philly.
Don.
Take Philly also.
Bank of America Stadium hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati giving Carolina 4.5. Until Carolina convinces me otherwise, I'm always going to take the other team. That team looks terrible.
So you're taking Carolina?
No, I'm taking Cincinnati.
Okay, the way you said it was a little confusing. I just wanted to make sure.
Cincinnati minus 4.5. Give it to me.
You know what? It's an old hat narrative. Give me Andy Dalton in the revenge game. They looked really good on offense. The Dave Canales effect was happening last week, and I haven't seen anything from Cincinnati that says they're going to be able to truly exploit the Panther defense.
Don.
Even though they're in my division, can't stand them. I'm going to take the Bengals.
NRG Stadium and the Houston Texans host Don's Super Bowl AFC pick in the Jacksonville Jaguars.
How many wins do they have so far?
That would be
they're playing possum right now.
It would be 0.
They're playing possum.
And they're getting 6. Houston's going to womp on them. After what happened last week, Houston's mad. And they're going to womp on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If the Jags had any hope, it got killed during a press conference where there was discussion of benching Trevor Lawrence for Mac Jones. Give me Houston all day.
I still have to stand by my pick. I just think it's going to be a turnaround, and the magic's going to show. But I still got to pick them Jacksonville, even though I'll get clobbered. Jacksonville.
See, the funny part is we all pull for Jacksonville on some level. We're just in different places of picking against or for them.
The magic's going to show.
That's what she said.
Let's get into the late set, boys. Football Club goes to Arizona. Arizona's giving them 3.5.
I can't wait for this game. I so can't wait for this game. Just give me the over. They're going to score 70 points.
50.5.
They're going to score 70. Give me the extended.
You know what? And give me Football Club plus 3.5.
Cosign. Give me Washington.
That's all 3. Same thing.
All right, fair enough. Oh, my earbuds are being moody. Let's see here. The San Francisco 49ers host the New England Patriots. San Francisco's giving 10.5. Brock Purdy is my starting quarterback. I think that's too generous because they are so banged up right now.
I hate the hook. I hate the hook on it so much. But
Give me New England plus 10.5. I just
former
don't.
FAU great Greg Joseph getting the Giants on the board. So
I can't see San Francisco opening a can right now.
I can't see New England being competent. So give me San Francisco and let them prove me wrong.
Don.
The fabric on this one, I'm going to say San Francisco. That's a lot of points, but still, I think in the end.
As I said on our social media Saturday, it is official that the autumn wind is a Raider. Even though technically it was Sunday. They will be hosting Cleveland, Vegas giving 2.
Vegas giving any points is still surprising to me. I feel like they're still lingering on the Baltimore win. But has there been a team who has looked worse than Cleveland this year? Like a team we thought was going to have a great defense and at least
remember what defense was?
A passable offense. What did you say?
Didn't they have the number 1 defense last year, Cleveland?
Oh, they did, and it was not even close. But my point being is we expected the defense to continue to be good, and they've been suspect. So Cleveland has nothing to me.
Yeah. Give me Vegas minus 2.
Give me Vegas by a field goal. I don't like betting it because this is a stay away game, but Don, what do you got?
Hey, Cleveland on this.
Okay.
The champs go to SoFi. Chiefs charges. Kansas City's given a touchdown.
Not enough.
Yeah.
With Herbert banged up even slightly, this number should probably still be 7 if he was healthy. I'd say Kansas City wins this by double digits.
Don.
Actually, I'm going to say this will be the partial upset with the points. I think they won't cover the spread.
Okay.
Okay, so you say Kansas City still wins, but they don't cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Chargers. Got it.
Yeah.
Sunday night football, M&T Bank Stadium. The Baltimore Ravens host Buffalo.
Who? Oh, Buffalo.
Buffalo giving 2.5.
Giving?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Baltimore. Baltimore's giving 2.5.
Yeah, this is one of those
on this angle that looks too much alike.
Yeah, this has been fluctuating back and forth based on how games have occurred with the look aheads. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm gonna take Baltimore as the underdog at home. I think it's gonna be really close. I think it's gonna come down to the wire, but I don't know that Buffalo has shown me anything to feel very confident in them against a good team yet.
Don?
I'm going to take Jacksonville on this as much as I hate
Jacksonville's not playing this game, Don. It's Buffalo and Baltimore.
Baltimore's my meant. I says I hate my Ravens is what I meant. So, yeah.
I'm sticking with Buffalo. I think this is going to be a good game, but I think Buffalo can cover 2.5, especially since they're getting it.
Funny. Don picked every AFC North team except Baltimore.
So for the first time last week, we had a doubleheader.
No, I said pick Baltimore. I picked all 4 of them.
Oh, I thought you said you picked Buffalo.
No, he picked Baltimore.
I apologize. He took all of the AFC North.
Yeah.
Last week, for the first time in ever, we had a doubleheader on Monday night in week 3. And now we make history again because we have back-to-back Monday night doubleheaders. This coming Monday, Tennessee goes to Joe Robbie Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
There's one win between these teams. And Miami's giving a point.
Give me a barf bag for this game.
Give me Monday Night Raw for this game.
Give me old Nitro.
Oh, this is going to be a comedy of errors, and it hurts my soul to say that.
I think Tennessee gets off the schneid. They get their first win, but that's because who's going to play quarterback for Miami?
They called I was unavailable.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of if you own a Dolphins jersey and happen to be able to make it on Thursday, show up to practice.
Yeah.
Because Skylar Thompson, I'm sorry, like the kid, he ain't it. Tyler Huntley has not learned the playbook. Tim Boyle, he ain't it either. Ryan Tannehill sitting at home going, suckers.
I mean, I've got to make a pick.
I'm going to take Tennessee.
Tennessee's going to win this game.
I hate that we swept on Tennessee. It hurts my heart.
And your other half of the doubleheader, the Seattle Seahawks go to Ford Field to play Detroit. Detroit giving 3.5.
That's stupid hook.
The hook is there.
On every one of these games. I got to think on this one. If you don't mind, Don, go for it.
Detroit.
Seattle has looked really good this year.
It looked good last week.
I'm still going to take Detroit. Did you see the uniform matchup?
I did not.
So the Seahawks are wearing their gray aways that look pretty. I think their grays look better than their homes.
I dig them.
But the Lions are wearing their blackout jerseys.
Oh, geez.
I think Geno Smith might start seeing ghosts by the second quarter.
I'm going to take Seattle just to be different.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, boys, let's get into Major League Baseball.
Yay.
AL East. Toronto. 74-85. Congratulations. You still didn't break 500. But you're 18.5 back. They wind up 4 games behind Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 2 back on Boston. Boston now 8.5 back on Baltimore. Baltimore 4 games back. Nobody in this division has clinched anything yet. AL Central.
They haven't clinched the division, but they have clinched playoff spots.
There's no notation saying that.
Baltimore has already celebrated, and so have... God, who was it? I can't look at the standings because reasons.
Right. I don't see a Y next to anybody or an X next to anybody.
The reason I know about this is because, much like we talked about with Jackson Chourio last week, they had Baby Bird alcohol-free champagne for Jackson Holiday.
Okay. AL Central. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Minnesota now, they finish above 500. They're 9.5 back. They are... Go ahead.
Talk about a meltdown for this year.
Yeah.
Minnesota was in prime position and completely melted down.
They're 2.5 back on Kansas City and Detroit. Both of them are now 7 back on Cleveland. Cleveland, oh, there's Mike. Cleveland has clinched the division. The AL West, still in the basement. They are, I don't know, 33 games below 500, but still 23 back in the division. They're 6 back on the question marks. Did you see this thing? Because the Rangers have the final homestand in Oakland. That they've had to have extra security briefings because of the final game in case things got out of hand.
That doesn't surprise me. But to make their point, Oakland sold out that last game. And you know those little things that we very much enjoy that happen only in sports?
Always.
There was at least one field crew who stuck around after the game because all of the Oakland fans that were interested in keeping a part of the Coliseum were handing him cups and bags, and he was shoveling clay into the cups and everything for the fans because they understand. I don't want to badmouth an owner because I may need something from them someday, but Fisher is I can't say the words on this show.
Friend of the show, Joshua Bally, who was the red character on Yo Gabba Gabba. He is a big fan of the question marks and put up a very, very nice memories post today about the A's. Yeah. So let's see here. They are 6 back on the Rangers. The Rangers now 7 back on Seattle. Seattle now 4 back on Houston, who's clinched a playoff spot. In the National League West, Colorado, they're 37 games below 500. They're 33 back. They're 18 back of San Francisco. San Francisco is now 9 back on Arizona. Arizona is now 3.5 back on San Diego. I guess they're just not using the X's because I know for a fact that San Diego's clinched a spot because they did it the other night on the very rare 5-4-3 triple play. So which was really funny
Yes,
because
they
if you
did.
listen to that with the commentator's like, we'd like, we'd take a triple play here, but as we all know, and then all of a sudden the 5-4-3, which is very rare, happens, and they just lose their minds. I loved it. San Diego now 3 back on the Dodgers. Don, I don't think your Pittsburgh Pirates are going to make it. You still finished below 500. 17 games back. You're 2 back on Cincinnati. The Reds, who have just in a free fall after the first month of the year. Mm-hmm. They're 5 back on St. Louis, who is tied with the Cubs, but Milwaukee's 10 games up. Mm-hmm. That clinches the division. And in the only division that matters, the NL East. Good job, Miami. You reached the century mark. 58-100. Good job. And they're 35.5 back. They are 10.5 back of the Nationals. The Nationals now 18 back of Atlanta. The Mets have a 1-game lead over Atlanta. The second and third games of that series now postponed, which, by the way, we want to say to all of our friends that are in the paths of these storms. I said this the other day. Be safe. Make wise choices. Because right now we're looking at a Cat 4 when she hits land, and it only goes to 5. So the Mets now 6 back on Philly. Let's look at your wild card standings. If said playoffs started today, Yankees, Cleveland, Houston. Yankees have not clinched the division yet. Mm-hmm. Your wild cards right now, Baltimore, Detroit, Kansas City. Mm-hmm. With 5 games left in the season, there are only 2 teams, but they're going to need a lot of help to get there. Minnesota 2.5 back, Seattle 3 back of the wild card. Your current defending champions are 10 back in the wild card. National League.
And the Mariners can hang their hat on a great season even if they don't make it. They had a lot of injuries to deal with and are still this close.
National League, Philly, Milwaukee, Dodgers. Dodgers is the only of the 3 that has not clinched the division. Playoffs start today. San Diego, Arizona, and the Mets. The only team that's alive below the red line right now is my beloved Braves, because they are a game back of the Mets in Arizona.
I stick to my statement. It's us versus the Diamondbacks, but I understand how that can't really work right now.
All right, boys. For the penultimate episode for the 2024 MLB season, because we'll still do it next week because we'll have the final.
I thought this was our finale.
We got 5 games left, so we can still do it next week as the final numbers. As history is being made for the first team to go wire to wire. What is the run differential for the upteenth time of the Chicago White Sox? Gentlemen.
I really have no idea, because I know I guessed 311 and wound up short barely last week, but I also know that the White Sox won by 7 yesterday. You know what? I'm going to stick with 311. I'm not going to go anywhere. I think they might have lost by 7, won by 7, and they're just there. I think they kept it in the middle. They were playing the Angels as well.
I was going to say 325. I'm going to be more comfortable at 320.
For perspective, there are only 2 other teams in the American League in a negative triple-digit run differential. They are both in the West. The question marks are currently at minus 117. Mm-hmm. La is currently at minus 143. In the National League, there are also 3 teams. By the way, shout out to the Giants at a +1. The Nationals are at minus 109. The Marlins at minus 225. And Colorado at minus 230.
I feel like it's standard operations for Colorado to be plus 200 or minus 200, depending on how their season is going.
Now, in a stark contrast, there are all three of your division leaders in the National League are at plus triple digits. Philly at plus 121, Milwaukee at plus 128, and the Dodgers at plus 132. 100 of those are Shohei. There is only one team in the American League plus triple digits, and it's the Yankees at plus 143.
Thanks to Aaron Judge and Juan Soto.
The Chicago White Sox are currently 39 and 120. That is a 245 win percentage. That's not even 1 in 4, boys.
That's less than getting 2 coin flips.
They are currently 53 games back in the division. They are 23 and 58 at home. They are 16 and 62 on the road. They have actually won 3 in a row.
Oh, it wasn't just yesterday.
They are 5 and 5 in their last 10. Don is over. But he's actually closer.
Okay.
Like last week.
So Alex does win. The Chicago White Sox currently have a run differential of minus 318.
So they actually did get... Okay. You said they won 3 in a row. I was like, oh, we're both going to be over.
All right, boys, I got to do some shuffling here, so give me just a second.
Are we getting to our big special segment?
Yes, we are getting to our big special segment that we teased last week on this very show. And I am going to get the PowerPoint ready as it is. Now, about a month ago, I got to look here because you guys are here. So it's going to be kind of weird for me because of the way the screens are set up. So about a month ago, we talked about the finalists for the State Fair of Texas New Foods. Don was not here for this. Don was on the road. Mm-hmm. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, not only did they announce the winners, but they also announced all of the new foods to the State Fair this year. And boys, we're going to go through them. There are a total of 40. So what I will ask of you, and it will be the reveal should be the same, although I forgot to check for sure. There we go. I'm going to share this screen right here. Shabooya. I will give you the name, and in most cases, I can tell you who it's by. In a couple of them, they did not give me who the person is that is bringing this to the fair. If you go to bigtex.com, I think it's /new-foods, I think is the page. It will tell you exactly where in Fair Park you can find these foods. Everybody with me so far?
Yep. And those who have not been to the State Fair of Texas, yeah, you need a map.
And this is why we do this, because we want to help people that don't live in the great state of Texas understand the insanity that is State Fair food in Texas. You may think your state has it covered.
Yeah, and I don't know what the name of the Vikings mascot is, but he can suck it.
We own this. All right. I don't know if we should be proud of that or not, but let's start with the winners of the savory and sweet division. The savory division winner this year is the Dominican fritura dog from Justin Martinez. Now, Don, I have the official description as well.
Okay.
From bigtex.com. This is what it looks like. Now, Alex and I have already answered this question, but I do want to know. I wait till I describe it to you, and then you tell me if this is something you are interested in. This savory dish brings an explosion of flavor that starts with fritura cheese and Dominican salami. Taking classic fair food up a notch, this dish is then double deep fried with their famous corn dog batter. Split open and topped with garlic plantain chips, top secret Dominican sauce, and cilantro, The Dominican Fritura dog will bring you the best of salty and sweet with an explosion of Dominican flavor. Quote, hopefully we're opening another avenue for people at the State Fair to try something they don't normally try. That's what the State Fair is all about, end quote, said Justin Martinez, creator of the Dominican Fritura dog. Is this something you would be interested in, Don?
Out of 40 things, probably no.
Well, 42 because because you'll have the winners and then the rest of the new foods.
Yeah.
Now, to reiterate, Rob, what did you say when we first covered this?
I believe I said I would.
I believe we both did.
Alex is going to be keeping a tally, by the way, and you can keep an eye on the bottom of your screen as Alex will be giving you live updates as well. We're so fancy. The winner of the sweet division. This was one that was very polarizing, Don.
Okay.
Because on one hand, I'm curious.
This didn't win.
On the other hand, I was concerned. Are you ready, Don, for the sweet winner for the State Fair of Texas Fair Foods this year? It comes to us courtesy of Isaac Russo, and it is Russo's Cotton Candy Bacon on a Stick. This masterful combination of sweet and savory flavors comes to life with the Cotton Candy Bacon on a Stick, a thick 12-inch piece of bacon cooked to perfection with a cotton candy glaze on top. The bacon is spun inside a cotton candy machine and torched to caramelize the center and lock in that sweet flavor. What say you, Don Ford?
That one I'm game.
Like, I get it, but I'd have one bite. That's it.
That's still a yes, though.
We also have your most creative winner, so we have 43. The most creative winner is a dish that we weren't sure about, but Heather Perkins sure was, because her Texas Sugar Rush pickles.
This was what I thought it was.
These cotton candy flavored pickle slices are coated in 3 cereal varieties, Don. Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, and Cap'n Crunch, and then layered in cotton candy sugar crystals, and powdered sugar before being drizzled with strawberry sundae syrup. If that wasn't enough, these dressed up pickles are served with a helping of vanilla ice cream, adding a perfectly cool touch to this crazy concoction. What say you?
Oh, dear God, no.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe you and I were both a yes. Is that correct, Rob?
I don't know that I could finish it because, as we know, I am a fan of the pickle, and the pickle is great on its own.
Exactly.
But I can't say I wouldn't rule it out. All right. You boys ready? These will be in alphabetical order as they are on the website. Are you ready?
Ready.
As we're going to be.
Our first of the rest of this, and you can, if you want to see the other finalists, let's go watch that show. We are now focusing on the ones that we haven't talked about yet.
Mm-hmm.
The first one from Tony's Taco Shop is the Beso de Angel, which is Spanish for an angel's kiss. And this is what it looks like.
Ooh.
Inspired by the beloved flavors of traditional Mexican desserts, specifically the buñuelo and fresas con crema, a true masterpiece has been created that is sure to tantalize your taste buds. Try to say that 5 times fast. That. Bite into a taco base made from a sugary fritter that's generously filled with a family secret sweet crema, delicious strawberry preserves, a splash of heavenly whipped cream, cajeta, which is caramel, and sweet condensed milk. Each one is topped off with fresh slices of strawberries that add a refreshing touch. This kiss of angelic sweetness will transport you to a desert paradise. Now, Alex and I need to take health reasons out of this.
This is purely in a vacuum, do we want to fit this in our face?
Correct. Alex, what are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge fan of crema. Give me all of it.
Don.
I'm game.
I am game as well because, number one, I'm a big fan of the strawberry. And just the word crema makes me feel fancy. All right. What the heck is happening right now? There we go. I don't know why they changed the slide on me. Next up, the root of this item is not new. However, this variation of said item is. With me so far. We're going to the future, boys. Because the ice cream of the future is debuting a new flavor at the State Fair of Texas. As Dippin' Dots brings us the Blue Bonnet Bliss. Nothing says Texas like the new Blue Bonnet Bliss by Dippin' Dots. Registered trademark. Indulge the classic vanilla ice cream Dippin' Dots. Registered trademark. Mixed with the fan favorite cherry and blue Raz Icy. Also registered trademark flavor. This flavorful duo was created just for the fair and is hand mixed just for you. Stop by their Midway booth at the newly renovated stand by the front gate. Don, what are your thoughts
on that?
I lost you there for a second.
I'm game. I'd do it.
Alex.
Surprisingly, no, I don't like raspberry.
I will also pass because I like raspberries. I don't like raspberry flavored things. And I really don't like blue raspberry flavored things. And cherry things, I'm 50-50 on. Now, the Dippin' Dot in general, big fan. The banana split Dippin' Dots, always great. And cookies and cream, always a solid choice. All right, what's up next? I'm just going to say this right now. No way I pass on this next item. We do not know who the vendor is, but I will tell you this. I am all about candied pork belly bacon bites. Chabooyah! Calling all bacon lovers, that would be me. Experience everything wrapped in bacon along with their new signature menu item, the candied pork belly bacon bites. Try your classic fair foods with a twist. Funnel cake with brisket or spicy and bacon wrapped turkey legs. Also from the same vendor, apparently. Inspired by the 1936 Texas Centennial, fairgoers can experience a variety of foods from sweet and savory to hot and cold. In the meantime, where this is going to be, relax at the large seating area with a live DJ, not me, and a wall that will showcase vintage movies. I think candy pork belly bacon bites kind of explains itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. I'm all in. Don.
I'm in.
In. All
right. But give me a couple more in the because this is going to be like $20. Give me a couple more in there. Up next. I don't know how I feel about this. This comes from Crazy Autos and Gulf Coast Grill. They are caramel macchiato fritters. A classic heaping serving of delicious caramel forms the nucleus of these creamy coffee cake balls. Not a fan of coffee cake in general. Each cake ball is dipped in beignet batter and fried until golden brown. With 3 to an order, I only see 2. These caramel macchiato fritters are garnished with whipped cream, caramel, and white chocolate drizzle. You didn't think we forgot the coffee, did you? For a finishing touch, use your syringe full of espresso to inject into every delicious bite. Coffee chains beware. There's a new macchiato in town. Hard pass. Alex says,
how about
yeah.
you, Don?
Nah, I'd pass.
Oh, this is all me. Extra for me.
I don't like coffee. I love the smell. I can't
understand that. I love this from the jump with caramel.
As I'm getting older, I'm liking caramel less and less.
Oh, wait till you get to your Werther's original stage.
Oy vey. Up next. I love the name of this, even though what it references, I'm not a huge fan of. From Stay Cheesy, we have Cheeseception.
Cheeseception. Okay, that's the best name so far, and it's not close.
One heck of a sandwich. No, you're not seeing double. This is a sandwich inside of a sandwich. Savory mushrooms, crisp arugula, and prosciutto with melty, sweet, and smoky cheeses, all between classic grilled cheese. All the flavors to make your taste buds and your stomach wanting more. Yes, 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 yes. All of this. And put extra mushrooms in there. Because I'm a fun guy.
I hate you for that. Don, what do you think?
That was a horrible attempt at comedy.
No. The food.
Well,
we know it's terrible.
Oh no, I'm game on that. I'm game on that sandwich.
Yeah, that's a clean sweep. That's a yes from all of us. If only for the name.
All right, up next. Fruiteria Cano provides us the cheesy berry. Here's what you're looking at, boys. Calling all cheesecake fans. I'm casual there. This delectable sweet treat takes on the classic cheesecake by adding extra ingredients to make a flavorful blend you can't refuse. Oh yeah? Try me. Sweet strawberries and a tickled pink cream are layered with delicious bites of cheesecake pieces and a milky cookie. Indulge in this unique culinary creation that is sure to be, I didn't write this, very good. I'm going to be honest, boys.
Real cheesy.
Don, you're not better.
I have the buttons, Don. I'm going to pass on this one. I'm not a huge cheesecake fan. Although I had a s'mores cheesecake that my wife ordered from the Cheesecake Factory a few months ago, and that was delightful. I'm going to pass on this one.
I am a big fan of cheesecake, so I'm in on this.
Don.
I'm game. No one I'd try.
Also, by the way, part of the reason we're doing this tonight is the opening day of the State Fair is tomorrow. Up next. There's a lot going on here.
It's the State Fair of Texas. Of course, there's a lot going on.
Drizzle Cheesecakes brings us the Churro Crumble Cheesecake.
I don't need anything more said.
A decadent fusion of sweet and savory flavors that's sure to fascinate your taste buds. A rich, creamy slice of New York-style cheesecake is complemented by a thick, luscious coating of rich Belgian milk chocolate, then generously rolled in a layer of crust churro crumbles, adding an irresistible crunch and a hint of cinnamon to every bite, and topped with a drizzle of golden, silky dulce la leche sauce, enhancing its sweetness with a caramelized touch. Finally, because there's more, dusting of powdered sugar crowns this indulgent treat, and warm churro bites lay atop, creating a picture-perfect dessert that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Savor the harmony of textures and flavors in the Churro Crumble Cheesecake and experience dessert like never before. I would split this with someone. I don't think I would eat a whole one.
So the answer is yes.
Yes-ish.
Sweet. I'd split it with Rob. I'd split one with Rob.
And my fat ass is eating the whole thing.
Sprinkle some golden grams on the top of that. You might have me a little bit deeper.
I'm not going to lie. At first, I thought that that's what that was.
Okay, I have to prepare you for what you're about to see on the screen. Big Al's Grill brings us our next item. Are you ready, boys?
Ready.
Always.
I've got a feeling that Big Al is a fan of Trader Joe's. because this is cookie butter nachos.
What? I don't think I'm alone in that reaction. What?
Discover a whole new level of nacho love with cookie butter nachos. These nachos take the concept to a whole new level by using freshly fried flour tortilla chips coated in a heavenly blend of cinnamon sugar. The highlight of this indulgent treat is the generous scoop of homemade cookie butter cheesecake filling, which adds a creamy and rich element to the dish. To further elevate the taste, dollops of homemade cream cheese icing are generously added on top, followed by a drizzle of gooey caramel sauce. The finishing touch is a sprinkle of crushed Biscoff, registered trademark, cookies, providing a delightful texture to this extraordinary dessert. Leave the biscotti off it. Not a fan. Stop giving it to me on planes. Give me the pretzels. No biscotti. I'm out.
Give me all the biscotti.
Don?
Nah.
So that was
Up
a no
next.
from both of you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. This island feels very sweet.
Rita's Italian Ice is checking in.
Rita's, let's go.
And she doesn't like people that don't want to be cool combo.
Oh,
Cool combo. Cool combo. Cool combo. Cool combo. Rita's Italian Ice is serving up the ultimate refreshment with their fair-ly, didn't write that, new signature menu item, the Cool Combo. This layered treat features freshly made Italian ice paired with a generous layer of rich, creamy vanilla frozen custard. Made fresh daily, the Italian ice is crafted with gluten-free ingredients and fresh fruit, offering a refreshing option for everyone. Fairgoers can choose from 5 delicious flavors: blue raspberry, cotton candy, mango strawberry, and sugar-free dragon fruit. It's the perfect blend of smooth, sweet, and icy to cool you down on a hot day. I'm in. Because number one, you have a sugar-free option. Big fan of dragon fruit, by the way. Mango strawberry, I find intriguing.
How about you, Don?
I wanted dragon fruit.
All right.
So that was a yes?
On the dragon fruit, yeah.
Yeah. I like dragon fruit as well, but this is not special to me. This is a no. I retract my excitement for Rita's. This is just lazy.
And to say on a hot day, that's a toss-up this time of year.
Yeah.
Because it's been gorgeous here the last few days. Even though we had a little hail over here the other night. All right, up next.
Well, we got our next 6 popping up on the banner.
We have we mentioned this vendor in the last time we did this. It's still unstable. From Stifler's Mom's Cookies Factory, we have the cookie. Now, before I describe this thing, I want to tell you the first thing I thought when I saw this. Here it is, gentlemen. My first thought was some loving parent decided they were going to make cookies for their kids to try to shape them like their gaming controllers, and this is what happened.
I see that. That's my first thought when I saw it.
However, that is not what
You
this
classless people. Those are clearly croissants.
A croissant meets a cookie to create the delicious cookie. A flaky croissant is sliced. But Don, if I say croissant, then what do you do?
Oh,
There you go. It is sliced and filled with cookie dough. Then it's closed up and topped with, you guessed it, more cookie dough. This sweet treat gets thrown in the oven to bake, and then it's finished off with a drizzle of syrup. With 3 mouth-watering options to choose from, these cookies are sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Whether you get one by itself or 3 to share with family and friends, there are cookies for all. Give me the one on the right, and I'm good.
How about
The
you,
other
Don?
two, it's doing too much.
And you know what? 3 of those together like that, it's probably going to be $22.
I think you're being I think you're lowballing it.
No, not even, no.
But remember,
This
Don,
might
this
be
is
my
all things
favorite
being
one.
even. This is all things being even.
No, I'm not keen on that though. That one don't interest me.
This one might be my favorite so far.
I'm not a fan of nuts and cookies. Never really have been.
So I'm the same.
That's what I'm saying. Give me that one on the right. Alex can have the other two. We're good.
I'm selfish. I want them all.
Okay.
Have them.
Texas Holy Fried Ribs and Fusion Barbecue is our next vendor, as they bring us deep fried tablitas. Give me all of this, except for
I honestly thought it was about to be iPads and fryer oil.
Battered juicy short ribs are fried to golden brown deliciousness. Served with a fried jalapeno, and I said this before and I'll say it again, the more dehydrated a jalapeno is, the farther it needs to be away from me. Fresh lime slices and a sprinkle of cojita cheese, and your 3 different dipping sauces to choose from. You'll be sure to enjoy this State Fair of Texas twist on traditional Mexican-style short ribs. I'm in.
Did you mean cotija cheese?
Oh, I did.
Okay, I just want to clarify. Cotija is amazing. Yeah, count me in for this one. How about you, Don?
Game.
Mike says he's very, very hungry right now.
Yeah.
You're not alone, sir.
Can I tell you, my wife went to Costco today, and she brought home these little, they're chunks of dark chocolate that have like an orange flavoring in them, and that combination of flavors is one of my favorite things in the world.
Same.
Something about dark chocolate and orange, it just next level.
Funny thing is, I don't like dark chocolate, but you add the orange, I'm in. I think it might be a Florida thing.
So good. Next up, from Dickel's Smokehouse. Boys, get ready for this.
It's going to be more off the rails than Dickel's?
Dickel's Triple Meat Big Back Snack.
What the?
Somewhere Biggie Langston is wanting to sue for gimmick infringement.
No, he's doing a split and applauding this.
Oh, wait till you see this thing. Chabuya. This Texas-sized indulgence is presented with a boastful 5 layers and 7 tantalizing flavor profiles. The base consists of Abuela's cherished elote street corn recipe, including a fusion of roasted corn, one of my wife's favorites, lime, butter, cumin, and chili powder. I'm only a third of the way through this description, by the way, boys. Following suit is a portion of succulent smoked chopped beef brisket that paves the way for a delightful serving of gourmet smoked Gouda mac and cheese. It's very Gouda. A buttermilk biscuit crowned with tender cubes of Hogzilla pork belly burnt ends, slow smoked to perfection and coated in a house-made sauce completes this tower of flavors. Still hungry? A savory loaded nacho beef brisket sausage link is halved and adorns the cup's interior, accompanied by heavenly deep fried crinkle cut maple waffle flavored potato slices on top. All of this.
I want to go out on a limb and say this is a yes across the board, right?
If you say no, you're un-American.
I'm un-American. No.
Don says no.
How is this a no? I need this answer.
Don saying he has enough big back for his own snack.
Exactly. Yeah. The French fries with the corn and then, it doesn't work out. No, not for me.
I think less of you right now, Don, but I respect your right to an
you
opinion.
Hurt my heart.
Good.
Now I don't feel bad that you had to sit through Megalopolis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this next one, I I don't see this as a debut, but it's probably a debut for this particular establishment. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because it's simply dumplings from the dumpling experience. Inspired by the cherished family tradition of making dumplings together, the dumpling experience is offering 3 mouth-watering varieties: pork and vegetable, chicken and vegetable, and edamame. Grilled to perfection and topped with sliced green onions and cilantro, these dumplings can be customized with one of 5 flavorful sauces, including ponzu lime, Thai chili, sriracha, homemade barbecue, and a fiery Reaper barbecue. Get ready to explore fun new flavors and create your own perfect dumpling experience. If somebody gave me this, yes, but I don't know that I would spend tickets on it.
Dumplings are some of my favorite things on the planet, but like you said, if this is in a vacuum, I am absolutely eating it. If I am paying for this, I'm gonna save my money, but I'm gonna call it a yes because I'd eat it. Rob, would you clarify if you'd eat it? Yes,
I would eat it, but I wouldn't spend tickets on it. Don,
how about you, Don?
If a yes or no, I wouldn't. If someone offered me free, yeah, it's just dumplings, nothing special. No.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in their homemade barbecue sauce.
I'm a huge ponzu sauce fan, so that makes everything better.
Up next.
Oh no.
We don't have a vendor for this, but just the name, I'm already in. Fat bacon pickle fries.
What?
Let's go.
I don't understand. I need you to read it.
These deliciously perfect slivers of dill pickles are battered and fried until golden brown. They are lightly dusted in a spicy ranch pepper seasoning, which I love the one that they do at Pluckers. Lastly, they are ladled with the perfect blend of queso with just a hint of heat. As if that wasn't perfect enough, this masterpiece is topped with thick-cut maple caramelized bacon chunks, sour cream, jalapenos, and chives for an explosion of flavor. It's pickles as fries with bacon and cheese and sour cream. There's nothing bad about this. Nothing. I'm in. I'm all in.
Don?
And all my chips in the middle. Let's go.
I'll try. I'll give it a shot.
Keep my pickles away from the fryer. I have nothing to do with this.
I prefer the fried pickle spear to the fried pickle slice.
I don't care any way.
They taste burnt.
I like pickles taste awful. Get it away from me.
Now, again, the pickle already great on its own.
That it is.
This, I'm in.
No.
Up next. By the way, I did get to have Biscuitville while I was out of town. They have loaded country fries that have cream gravy, queso, and bacon on them. And they're delightful. Up next. From Fernie's Funnel Cake Factory.
I feel like I'm already in.
Fernie's Fruit Quenchers. Looking for a new twist to a simple fruity refreshment? Look no further, my friends, than the brand new Fernie's Fruit Quenchers, a creative alcohol-free alternative for fairgoers seeking more than just lemonade or soda on a hot day. Winter Family Concessions has mixed the refreshing flavor of Jarritos, registered trademark, Mexican soda, club soda, and fresh herbs and fruit for 3 delicious options. Choose between pineapple jalapeno, rosemary mandarin, or grapefruit basil. And if you want it spiked, ask for it with champagne, prosecco, or one of their wine-based vodka offerings. I'm going to say no. I don't need jalapeno in my pineapple.
I am 2/3 of the way in. I am good with the jalapeno pineapple. I'm on board with that. I'm in for anything mandarin orange, but grapefruit basil just does nothing for me. Would I try it for free? Maybe, but the other 2 are great. Don, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not game. No.
All right, up next. And I need to see the paperwork on this, because Fernie's Funnel Cake Factory has back-to-back entries. but this is what they're calling Fernie's goat funnel cake. You call some the goat. My first thought when I saw this, and if this is what I thought it was, I would submit to you that there's a little bit of greatness involved, but it is not. 4 goat flavors in one dish? Fernie's goat funnel cake has just that. An homage to the booth namesake, co-owners Joshua and Christy incorporated 4 of their mother's favorites into one tasty dessert. A beloved Fernie's funnel cake is loaded with creamy Bluebell, registered trademark, vanilla ice cream, then drizzled with cherry Dr. Pepper, registered trademark, syrup. Topping it off are Fernie's favorite El Phoenix, registered trademark, pralines, making for a quartet sure to satisfy DFW area natives and visitors looking for a taste of Texas alike. If you're in the mood for something sippable, try the float alternative Dr. Pepper with scooped vanilla Bluebell and topped with El Phoenix pralines. Craving that classic funnel cake flavor? Get it spiked with Fernie's funnel cake cocktail to give it a fair time kick. When I first saw this, I thought those pralines were Bucky's beaver nuggets, and had that been the case, but I'm not a fan of the praline, I'm out.
I honestly thought they were beaver nuggets as well. What do you think, Don?
A cake like this, something different, I'm game. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, I would say that it would take a lot more effort to make me say no to a funnel cake, because you have to get some kind of a funnel cake, so why not get something creative?
I would get a different funnel cake.
That's fair.
I'm just out on the praline. Not a fan.
See, I love pralines. I'm all for it.
Next up, from Crepes and Company,
Already a
the
good start.
fried apple cinnamon crepe.
I don't need to hear any more.
Crepes and Company is ready to wow your taste buds with their new fried apple cinnamon crepe, a deep fried masterpiece that takes indulgence to the next level. A crisp golden crepe is filled with creamy Biscoff cookie butter. Out! No little biscottis alone! And sweet caramelized apple cinnamon. It's then topped with additional caramelized apples and a sprinkle of cinnamon, creating layers of flavor and texture. To elevate this treat even further, it's served with Biscoff mousse, fluffy whipped cream, Rocky, and a crunchy Biscoff cookie on the side. This creation is all about adding a Texas twist to a French favorite, so get ready for a truly magnificent dessert experience that combines crispy, sweet, and creamy in every bite. À la vote!
I love crepes.
No!
I absolutely love crepes. I love fried apples. I love cinnamon and everything. Give me all the crepes. Yes. Big yes. This might be my favorite, overtaking the cookie. Don.
For being in getting crepes from Montreal, I'd be too picky.
No!
You see how he just drops in there like, oh, I've gotten crepes in Montreal. We need to get you to work on that, Don. It sounds like you're having an emphysema attack.
I kind of like it. We go to the very popular Sendoichi, who this year brings us fried matcha.
No.
Sendoichi's new State Fair of Texas creation, fried matcha, celebrates matcha in 2 delicious ways. The first is fried mochi matcha. Okay. Ice cream. Fried mochi matcha ice cream. A crispy deep fried treat with a chewy mochi shell. The second is the fried matcha sando, featuring deep fried Japanese milk bread filled with rich matcha chantilly cream, topped with fresh strawberries and matcha biscuit sticks, also known as Pockies, for an extra layer of flavor and texture. I would try this, but I'm setting the bar low.
How about you, Don?
No, I'm not interested.
I am actually with Don on this one because I like mochi. I am not a fan of matcha, and there was a lot of matcha in that fried matcha.
Would you say there is mas matcha?
I'd say there's too much matcha.
Up next. I don't know how I feel about this. There are a couple of entries by this vendor on this list. It is the Highland Park Old Fashioned Soda Fountain, who brings us the Hammy Pimento Meltdown. There are no moons over them. A grilled pimento cheese sandwich with Black Forest ham is a delicious twist on the classic grilled cheese sandwich. The grilled Black Forest ham joins the rich pimento cheese, made fresh daily on Texas toast, and then is grilled to crispy, golden, gooey goodness. The combination of smoke from the ham and tanginess from the pimento cheese creates a harmonious balance of flavors that is sure to satisfy any craving for a savory, cheesy treat.
You know, this all kind of flies in the face of the not unique or special or whatever. But with the pimento and the fact of I love hot ham and cheese, I'm in. I'm in on this one.
I'm not a huge pimento guy.
Nor am I, but I am a ham and cheese.
Pickles on the side, you might tell me.
So are you calling it a yes or a no, Rob?
I'm just this side of yes.
Okay, that's still a yes. How
Don.
about you, Don?
Seems like an overpriced grilled cheese sandwich. No.
Isn't that the general rule at the state fair?
Pretty much.
Up next, Texapolitan brings us Holy Jesus.
Oh, okay. I genuinely thought you were reacting to something.
A slice of pizza so large and savory, it could satisfy even Big Tex. This heavenly white pie starts with a 3-day fermented dough, resulting in a perfectly crispy crunch with every bite. Layered with a rich 7-cheese blend, including pecorino romano, mozzarella, sharp provolone, Asiago, and Parmesan Reggiano. In between the layers of cheesy bliss, a garlic-infused extra virgin olive oil flows like golden streams across the slice. Adorned with white peaks of a whipped ricotta and mascarpone blend, this slice of pizza is then finished with freshly cracked black pepper and a drizzle of Stefan's hot honey. One bite will have your taste buds in pure paradise. I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, I thought you would have been all over this.
I'm going to say yes, hesitantly.
How about you, Don?
Yeah, doesn't look too great. Looks like a very plain Mediterranean pizza. Very plain.
You know what? I can kind of understand that. There's a lot going on. I like a lot of these cheeses, but like Don said, there's nothing else happening for me. I'm out.
Fair enough. Up next, Korean corn dogs, boys. I am a fan. But what if it's Hot Cheetos Korean corn dog? Corn dogs are a fair food staple, and this year we're kicking it up a notch. Korean corn dogs are making their hot and spicy state fair debut with the introduction of the Hot Cheetos Korean corn dog. Oh, I should probably show you the picture.
That would help.
These Korean corn dogs are half hot dog and half mozzarella cheese, battered with wheat and rice flour. Now, when they say half and half, it's half and half. It's not split this way. It's split this way. It would be better if it was this way. That's just me.
Agreed.
Coated with panko breadcrumbs and deep fried for an extra crispy crunch. The fun doesn't stop there. This delectable dog gets even tangier once it's coated with spicy mayo. To tie it all together, it's then coated with hot Cheetos crumbs. Here's the thing about Korean corn dogs. They are deceptively large.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've gone to a Korean corn. I'm like, oh, I'll grab 2. I can't even finish 1. I mean, these things are hosses. The only thing that gives me pause is spicy mayo.
So does that put you at a no, or are you just on this side of yes?
No, but I could be convinced once you guys tried it.
Here, taste this. Tell me if it's bad. How about you, Don?
I'd rather get a Fletcher's with mustard. Over that.
You are the Fletcher's guy.
Big fan of Fletcher's.
We all appreciate it, but you are the guy.
Shout out. Do the Fletcher's.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a huge corn dog fan as well. And the crazy thing is, I've never had a hot Cheeto in my life. I'm saying yes.
Got to get you to the sushi place that does the hot Cheeto.
But with that finish, that brings us to our next grouping for the banner.
Here we go. Mac Loaded is the vendor. This is the Island Rumble.
I like the name. Oh, that looks good.
Sail away to flavor paradise with our island.
Come on, you can do that better.
Rum Bowl. Rum is all caps. Dive into a medley of Caribbean flavors with a base of extra creamy mac and cheese and topped with juicy flame grilled perfection jerk chicken that is marinated in a special pineapple rum jerk marinade. And see, if I were a vegetarian, I would still eat jerk chicken because they're the ones that deserve to be eaten. Garnished with a tangy homemade pineapple pico salsa and a flavorful spicy jerk crema, each bite is a tropical getaway for your taste buds. Come on down and let your senses set sail with every delicious forkful. One Love never tasted so good. I could not be more in on this if I tried. You have pineapple in two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You have chicken. Mm-hmm. You have mac and cheese. Crema, pico. I'm all in. All the chips that I took back, I'm now putting them back in.
How about you, Don?
Yeah. Seems like too much of a jerk.
So that's a no?
I'm not a big jerk chicken fan because it's usually too dry. So, how many times you said jerk in that thing? Too jerky. Not
that is true. There was a lot of jerk in there. But this isn't just a yes. This is a hell yes for me. Because I agree. Jerk chicken does often wind up dry, but if you put it in with the pineapple salsa and the mac and cheese, I don't care anymore. I just want it in my face.
We really need somebody just to sponsor us to go to the state fair and just line all this stuff up. Just saying. Just jolly this thing to death.
There's somebody who could snippet that and send it to people.
Up next. I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but this is the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bananas. Bananas. From Highland Park Old Fashioned Soda Fountain. But boys, look at this thing. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. This classic banana shake with banana pudding on top is a delicious concoction that starts with a creamy banana-flavored milkshake base. An addition of banana pudding adds an extra layer of flavor and creaminess that is then topped with whipped cream, Nilla wafers, chocolate-covered bananas, and a caramel drizzle. This mixture of ingredients brings a delightful blend of creamy, fruity, and crunchy textures with a touch of chocolate decadence. Treat your taste buds with this classic shake with a Texas twist. Yes, yes, yes. All of the things give me this and the mac and cheese together, and I'm calling it a day.
Don.
Game on that one. That one looks
wow. Good. I was gonna say I didn't want to be too cocky, but I feel like this is a hell yes across the board.
Milkshake with banana pudding on top of it? Are you kidding me?
America. Absolutely.
America. Up next. This is another one of those. This is something that we see all the time, but apparently this is their first time at the state fair. So welcome to the State Fair of Texas, Kona Ice. Keep cool and treat your taste buds to fun and exciting flavors of shaved ice. 10 of the most popular flavors will be featured, giving you the freedom to invent your flavorful creation and enjoy endless combination. From tiger's blood to monster mango, create the flavor combinations of your dreams. As a one-of-a-kind gourmet shaved ice experience, Kona Ice will keep you cool and refreshed on a hot Texas day. This refreshing treat is sure to bring a smile to your face and fun to your day. I'm saying no because you can get Kona Ice just about anywhere, anytime. And these trucks are all over the Metroplex.
Honestly, and here's the other part. I enjoy a shaved ice. I like going to Bahama Bucks. I think we all do on some level.
Shout out Bahama Bucks.
I'm not paying, to borrow Don's phrase, I'm not paying $20 for something I can get for $3.
You're not wrong. Don?
How about
same thing. It seems like one of those ices they could get from the little thing at the movie theater.
Basically, it's shaved ice. I mean, it's Bahama Bucks. But I appreciate them being there and supporting the state fair. Next. I don't know how I feel about this. This might be a bridge too far, boys. And I've given up on the registered trademark thing. It's beating me into a submission now.
Thank you.
The Lay's potato chip drink from Milton's.
I'm sorry, could you say that again, but slower?
The Lay's potato chip drink from Milton's. See chips in a whole new light with the Lay's potato chip drink. A daring blend where sweet meets a thrilling heat, capturing the newest flavors of America's favorite chip in every sip. That's not selling me.
I think it's doing the opposite.
This vibrant, handshaken concoction, not going to push the button, combines the sweet lushness of mango and a signature blend of citrus juices with a fiery kick of hot honey, jalapeno-infused syrup, and artfully placed strawberry drizzle. Each sip is smoothed over with a layer of cool, sweet foam, then topped with Lay's sweet and spicy honey potato chips for a playful crunch and a spicy adventure. Sip it if you dare, and I do not.
Don.
Oh, heavens, no.
Hard pass.
This is probably the unsexiest pick because it's like, oh, Lay's potato chips. No, you threw chips on top of a drink.
And Mike says, if he's drinking a salty drink, it will have alcohol in it. He's not wrong.
But for the sake of, would I try this? Yes, I would. But I can tell you right now, on a list of 40, it is number 40.
I'm out.
If I'm yes on everything. It is the last of my yes.
Next up, Macaron Ice Cream Tower from Pound Cake Experts. Grab your passports and cowboy boots for this French cuisine, Don. French cuisine. Close enough. With a country twang that'll have you line dancing between bonjour and howdy. I did not write this.
Bonjour.
This macaron tower features 6 decadent flavors: lemon joy, red raspberry, triple chocolate, vanilla bean, creamy caramel, and pistachio, soaring high above a sieve of soft-serve vanilla ice cream. Don't be a loner. Drizzle with luscious caramel, strawberry, and chocolate syrup. Yes, but I ain't eating the whole thing.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was going to say yes, but I'm throwing the raspberry one on the floor.
I'm doing that with the pistachio.
Don.
Yeah, not for me.
Did you have better ones in Montreal?
Actually, I did.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Next up, Pat's Pizza and Subs brings us... Oh, I spelled this wrong. This is going to be the biggest spelling error I've done so far. It is Mexican Street Corn Pizza, not Mexican Street Dorn Pizza. Michael Dorn has nothing to do with this. However, this is what it looks like. Say howdy to Pat's Pizza and Subs, featuring the Mexican street corn pizza. This unique fusion consists of a delicious charred crust topped with chipotle mayo, yellow corn, chili powder, cilantro, and cotija cheese. We promise you'll want to pizza this and a second slice. I will say this. I enjoy elote. Big fan.
Cosign.
Walmart does a very good elote pizza. I would try this.
I'm having a hard time because this is not the first time somebody has tried to talk me into corn on pizza, but I too am a huge fan of elote. And if you ever happen to be in the colony, go to Casa del Bro, get their elote. They make it fresh. Now,
Shout out to
they did not pay for this, but I also would try this. Don.
In elementary school, you go to lunch in the cafeteria there. The pizza in my elementary school, Poly Drive, looked more appetizing than that thing.
Wow.
Did they have pizza back in that day?
Yeah, if you want to call it pizza.
Every Friday. All right. Up next. Milton's Amish Donuts bring us.
Milton's is on probation right now.
Milton's Giant Amish Donut. He's not watching anyway. He's Amish. Of course, everything is bigger in Texas. Oh, I hate that phrase. And these Amish sourdough Texas-sized donuts are no exception. Handcrafted from scratch with the freshest ingredients, these fluffy sourdough treats are fried to golden perfection and dipped in sweet vanilla glaze, delivering a burst of intricate flavor and melt-in-your-mouth texture. Watch the magic unfold with their viewing window, which gives you a mesmerizing look into the donut-making process. It's a donut. It's got glaze. I'm in.
I usually hate glaze on a donut. I know I'm the weirdo there, but this looks good. I'm in.
As long as it's not made by the family on Letterkenny.
Reminds me just like a regular donut to me, though. Maybe if I was offered one or a bite.
I'm going to put you down for a yes, Don.
Yeah. Sure.
Sometimes,
yeah.
I wouldn't pay the $15 they're going to charge for it, but no.
Oh no, this is one of those ones where we get. I think new rule for next year: we act as if we get to be taste testers.
Yeah, that's
we drop the dollar aspect because we know 90% of this is going to be overpriced. Then the other 10% we just don't know the price.
Now, this next one is all John Hauser.
Oh no.
Because it is.
Here comes Schnitzel.
From Pizza by the Giant Slice. Oktoberfest pizza. Dun, dun, dun. Did you say sauerkraut on a pizza? I did just now. Well, the Great State Fair of Texas does take place every October, and no one celebrates like we do. Pizza and beer have always been a great match, and this pizza was created to thrill Oktoberfest and pizza enthusiasts alike. Take some of the most iconic culinary staples of German cuisine and pile them on a State Fair of Texas style. A handmade pizza dough that bakes to a buttery crunch is topped with a crave-worthy base of spicy mustard-infused white cream sauce and covered with a gooey, tangy blend of mozzarella and cheddar cheeses. Lastly, that meaty goodness is topped with thinly sliced German sausage, crispy skillet-fried German potatoes, sautéed onions, green peppers, and, of course, sauerkraut. Hard pass. I do not like sauerkraut.
Don, please answer this because I need to figure out my words.
Half German. I got to try that.
I'm not even going there. I feel like it would be a war crime to make me eat this, yet I'm willing to commit the war crime. Give me the Oktoberfest pizza.
Take out the sauerkraut, and I'm willing to try it, but I do not like sauerkraut, and this will be warm sauerkraut, which makes it even worse.
I think that's better, but that's my taste.
Next up, we're already over time.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
John's Deli brings us the pastrami sandwich. Huh? Welcoming the Big Apple to the Big D, New York City comes to the State Fair of Texas with a new concept, John's Deli, and that's with a Z because they're extreme. Their signature item, the pastrami sandwich, features a generous portion of juicy prime pastrami prepared in the traditional New York deli method with the flair of a Texas smokehouse. It's then served on fresh-baked seedless rye bread with stone ground mustard and a kosher pickle spear with a side of steak fries. Yes, because it's seedless rye bread. I do not like, even when I could have seeds, I did not like seeds in my rye bread. I'm here for this.
It's an unsexy yes. This is the one that flips the coin. If you're asking me if I would eat it, yes. If you're asking me if I'm paying fair prices, no. There's plenty of delis that do the exact same thing. We've been to a great one recently.
But all things
I'm going to say yes, though.
Don.
Say I'd go for it. You know,
right.
but nothing like you're saying unsexy on that one.
Mm-hmm. It's an unsexy yes.
Yeah.
Oh, boys. Get ready. Milagro Taco Cantina brings us pork belly ceviche and tamales. Boom! A savory soft corn tamale is topped with fried crispy pork belly, fried yucca, sweet plantains, and fresh pico de gallo, making for a savory mixture of delectable flavors. To top it off, this dish is drizzled with jalapeno glaze and garnished with microgreens that offer a slight kick of heat and spice. Yes, all of the things. Alex
Molly's got to do it.
Has plantain. Alex has to be in.
You are 1,000% right, because exactly what I was going to say was I was on the fence leaning towards out, and then you said sweet plantains, which we know is basically the equivalent of Alex for crack.
Yep.
Sorry, Don, what did you say?
I said I'm game, especially the plantain too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Italy, the establishment in North Park that takes up 2 floors.
Big fan of Italy.
Brings us pulled pork arancini. Arancini, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Sink your teeth into perfectly golden, crispy rice balls bursting with smoky barbecue flavor. Our pulled pork arancini are the ultimate fusion of Italian and Southern comfort cuisine, crafted with perfectly al dente risotto, creamy scamorza cheese, and tender pulled pork. Enjoy this classic Italian treat with a Texas twist, which is sure to deliver an irresistible crunch and flavor with every bite I'm in. I may go by North Park just to try this.
How about you, Don?
Nah, that doesn't.
Now, Don, I have a question in that scope then.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like chicken croquettes?
Oh.
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay. Arancini is essentially Italian croquettes.
Okay.
So I am in. I'm a big fan.
Big fan of the ham croquette. All right. And by the way, yes, I did get to go to Publix over the weekend.
Jerk.
Smoky John's Barbecue, local legend. And this is a dish for the kids with the clothes and the hair. Because it's called Standing on Business. Something with the kids with the clothes and the hair say. When you're standing on business, you lack nothing, just like this dish. Homemade salted caramel ice cream is placed in a sugar cone bowl, then topped with a freshly based spicy dark chocolate cookie created exclusively for the State Fair of Texas by Cookie Society. Resting on the decadent cookie is a piece of deep fried sweet potato pie, dusted with powdered sugar, drizzled with chocolate and caramel sauce, and topped with whipped cream and a cherry. This mammoth sundae is finished with an appeal to that inner child in all of us that solves the culinary dilemma of craving savory after the sweet, a few French fries, and a crispy, juicy chicken wing. That's why this new State Fair of Texas delight is standing on business. No.
Interesting.
You lost me a sweet potato pie. Not a fan.
Done.
Go for it. I'd say what the heck on this one.
I will bring our first ASL segment and say I am standing on business.
All right.
How many more we got, Rob?
7.
Oh, okay.
We go to Dole Soft Serve for this next one. And I'm going to
like it's going to be a yes for at least two of us.
I'm going to let Alex pronounce this because I can't.
Tahine Twist Sundae.
Tahine. Okay. Beat the Texas heat with a cool and spicy twist. Introducing the Tahine Twist Sundae. There's nothing more satisfying than this ice-cold treat. The Tahine Twist Sundae is available in your choice of pineapple, strawberry, or a delightful swirl. This refreshing sundae is topped with a combination of chili, lime, tajine, my jeans, I don't know, seasoning, and chamois mega sauce, offering a perfect blend of sweet and spicy to two-step your taste buds.
Chamois.
I'm this side of yes, because it's dull. It's like a dull whip.
Yeah.
I might even
definitely
do the strawberry. Feeling saucy.
Sorry?
I thought I'm even do with the twist with the strawberry.
Yeah, I'm in on this.
Done.
Anything Dole Whip adjacent, I'm in.
Yeah, I'd go for
you
it.
don't even have to ask.
Looks interesting.
So that's a yes across the board.
Yep.
I don't know if we've had one of those in a while.
Oh, okay. So this comes from a place that's not that far from the house. And I keep threatening that I need to, and I want to go to there, and I just can't seem to get over there. This place is called So Exciting.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Specialized in deviled eggs. This is the Texas barbecue rib deviled. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Take in its wonderfulness. Here to bring bold flavors to beloved classics. Their signature creation is a mouth-watering twist on the classic deviled egg. With the creamy, savory, traditional deviled egg filling you know and love, this treat is topped with crisp coleslaw and tender barbecue rib meat tossed in a beer barbecue sauce. It's the perfect mix of smoky, tangy, and rich flavors all in one bite. Get ready to indulge an excellent experience that's sure to be a State Fair favorite.
Excellent.
Yes, all of the things. I want all of this right now.
Don.
I'm game on it. I like deviled eggs.
I like deviled eggs as well, but I am just barely into the yes because I feel like this is too much of a conflict, but I will give it its chance to fix my point of view.
Give me a fork and let's go. Smashed by Nevin's Concessions bring us the Joe. Celebrating their 75th anniversary at the State Fair, Nevin's Concessions is pleased to present their reimagined food stand. Smashed by Nevin's Concessions. Their menu includes 5 smashed patty burgers named in honor of the generational owners of the Nevin's Concessions: the Joe, the Gary, the Tammy Joe, the Josie, and the Kent. Their signature smash burger is a delicious 2-patty smash burger with American cheese, crispy bacon, fried jalapeno caps, and a sunny side up egg. Yes.
It's another unsexy yes because I can get this in other places, but it's a yes.
All things being even. All things being even.
It is a definitive yes.
Yeah, we could get that at like Smash Burger anyplace else or Fuddruckers, what have you.
But again, Don, all things being even.
Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Smith Spot Barbecue bringing us the Nephew. Their signature dish is inspired by owner Terrence Smith's nephew and combines the best of sweet and savory. Picture this. You kind of can't because it's already there. A warm glazed donut topped with tender brisket, gooey mozzarella cheese, a drizzle of honey, and a sprinkle of powdered sugar. It's a flavor-packed creation that's sure to satisfy every craving. Get ready to dig into a truly unique fair treat that won't leave your taste buds that will leave your taste buds wanting more. I will try this.
Don, what do you think?
Nah. The mozzarella and then glazed, no.
See, the interesting thing is I'm actually kind of on board except for the glazed. I'm going to say I'm just on the yes side, but it's barely.
All right. 3 more, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you already, I'm out on this next one.
Oh.
Doc's Street Grill brings us the Very Berry Coconut Parfait.
I'm sorry, who's Street Grill?
I know. This refreshing summer dessert starts with a tasty lemon pound cake alongside layers of fresh blueberry compote syrup, coconut cream custard, and vanilla yogurt. It's then topped with fresh whipped cream, blueberry, pineapple, and shaved coconut. It's a light and refreshing blend that shares some of the key components of a strawberry shortcake and yogurt parfait with a tarty twist along the way. You'll be very glad you indulged in this sweet treat. That's the second time. You lost me at coconut.
Don,
take the coconut out, you have it. I'm out on coconut. Don, what you thinking?
Don.
I'd give it a shot.
Oh, I thought we were going to have our first one where everybody says no because compote is trash fruit. No, it's literally just smashed up fruit. Give me good stuff.
Next up, boys. This is the last two. Waffle Works brings us...
Okay, already intrigued.
Waffle sticks.
I don't think I need any more.
Behold.
I almost swore. I almost said something that rhymes with duck. Yeah.
Debuting at this year's State Fair of Texas are the Waffle Works Waffle Sticks, a warm, sweet, fluffy waffle on a stick dipped in the finest Belgian milk, white, or dark chocolate. These sticks are then hand-rolled in your choice of candy toppings like crunchy salted caramel pearls, chocolate chips, M&M's minis, marshmallows, and candy sprinkles, adding a delightful contrast of textures and flavors. At Waffle Works, you can find both sweet and savory delights, ranging from waffle sticks, chicken and waffles, and fresh strawberries and Belgian chocolate, and bacon and mac and cheese egg rolls. Yep.
Sean, look up waffle sticks.
Yep, with an X. With an X. All the things. Don.
Yeah.
No,
not like a covered waffle like that. Not me.
Oh,
I'm not a huge fan.
This might be my new leader in the clubhouse, and it's the on deck circle to the final.
All right. Baton cleanup. Southside Steaks and Cakes brings us the whole bunt of kisses. We opened with the angel's kiss. We're closing with the whole bunt of kiss. This captivating creation features a deep-fried 7-Up bunt cake enveloped in a signature batter. Fresh from the fryer, the cake is filled with mouth-watering Belgian chocolate, resulting in a satisfying volcanic eruption of flavors. Adorned with crumbled homemade chocolate chip cookies and miniature kisses, dusted with powdered sugar, and crowned with a full-sized Hershey's on a pillow of whipped cream and a sprinkle of edible silver glitter, this dessert becomes irresistible to fairgoers of all ages. I'm in.
Don.
I enjoy a good bunt cake.
It's a bunt. A bunt cake. I tried.
Hell no.
All right.
I hate bunt cake.
I like it because it sounds like he's saying butt.
But
All right, boys. That's going to do it. I love this show every year. I love talking about fair food. State Fair Texas starts tomorrow. Let's do the plugs and get out of here. Over there is a QR code that you can scan for all of our stuff. If you're on the audio, let's just go over it. Make sure you visit our website, www.theclubhousepodcast.com. Find out everything you know and some stuff you don't, including a review from each one of us this week. Alex reviews The Wild Robot. Don reviews Megalopolis. And I review...
better deal that night.
And I review My Old with Aubrey Plaza. Follow us on your social medias if you'd like. Everything except TikTok and Twitter are The Clubhouse Podcast. Those two are Clubhouse Show, and we're using TikTok. We have videos up now. Look at us doing stuff. You can follow me if you like. Everything is Yes That Rob Irvin. That is spelled ERVIN.
I am Vexploit on all social media. If you'd like to help out the show, please go to ProWrestlingTees.com and search for the Cheap Popcast. We got a lot of different designs, a lot of different color options within those designs. If you happen to be an artist and want to contribute or have some suggestions, you can reach out to me at alex@theclubhousepodcast.com, and we will pay you for any shirt that you sell.
This is awesome shirts that make me look good. ProWrestlingTees.com/cheap podcast.
Easy
And
for you.
at Twitter, I'm at Igbulu. IGBN UUU. If you want this managed to your place, email me, Don at theclubhousepodcast.com.
We love doing live remote shows, so make sure you check into that. We might be making an appearance at a remote show very, very soon. You don't know. You'll find out, though. You can email me questions, comments, concerns. Tell me to go pound sand. I am Rob at theclubhousepodcast.com. Charlotte Marshall is on Pinterest because we are morally obligated to say that. Our normal show every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific is your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, and pro wrestling. We will be back to abnormal next week. So until next time, for Alex, for Don, for the Empire, I'm Rob. Clubhouse is closed. And if you're going to the Life is Good Music Festival in Vegas, Brittany Palmer has done an official hoodie and an official t-shirt, and she will be there. How about that?